What? 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 Monkey Jones is gonna break your bones. He knows what he's talking about. He got stats, you know. A homegrown stone cold balls out killer and a no doubt thriller living in the back of a distillery.
DGB going green, thinking about life and shit. He's got a big dick, plenty on his mind to spit. So don't doubt his legitimacy. When you see his post, don't think we share and retweet.
Holy shit! Welcome everybody to the second episode of Insufferable Social Media Argument, the podcast. I am DigiBro, and joining me, as you must be aware because it's on his channel, is Monkey Jones.
Monkey Jones is gonna break your bones. He's something. He's got stats, you know.
You do have stats. You got more stats.
I just want to say off the top, great job on that opening theme song. Everybody seems to love it, and I think it's fucking gnarly as shit.
Huge shout out to Blind Skywatcher who made that beat. If you want to know where that song comes from, on YouTube, search average penis length. That's the name of the song. It's a remix of a scene from Scrubs, and it was already hilarious, and I just took a part of it and rapped it.
You know, what's funny is if you look up average penis length in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of me.
Oh, please, like you've got that big.
I wear that as a badge of honor.
So as always with this show, as we've been doing since the very
episode
beginning,
1,
since time immemorial, we will be doing the
stupid tradition.
The new segment we introduced last week, DigiBro and Monkey Jones, slow motion suicide. Monkey, you know what I love?
Contemplating suicide.
More than anything in the world. Monkey,
Anime.
What I love.
Lolies. My Little Pony. Having a small penis. Growing out a disgusting beard. Ignoring your family,
all
never
great.
Leaving your room.
All excellent, but there's one thing I love more than all. I'm gonna take my pants off. My pants aren't comfortable. What I love more than anything in the world is America, Monkey.
Okay.
America is the home of the free. You get to, you have control over your life. I was worried. I was thinking about it, and I was like, if I commit suicide violently, it's considered a crime.
Horrendous.
Which sucks. I didn't want my friends to have to be associated with a criminal if I killed myself.
What about all the illegal lowly downloads that you've done? That's probably illegal.
Not where I live. But
I'm glad you've done the research.
I was worried that all my friends. Oh God. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
We're just getting started, folks.
Oh, shit. And by friends, I mean podcast co-hosts.
Right.
I was worried they don't want to be associated with a criminal, so I thought I'd look up legal suicide methods.
Okay.
Turns out a lot of legal ways to kill yourself in America, so I decided to try to do all of them tonight, which is why I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Is that why you've been drinking so much?
Oh man, drinking's just the tip of the iceberg. I found out about all these great methods. So first of all, there's this thing called smoking.
Okay, and I've heard of that.
Everything I could find about it guarantees that it shortens your lifespan.
Well, thank God.
That, like
where
no
can I get
what,
some smokes?
Anywhere, highly available as long as you're over 18.
Okay.
You could get it. You could get it at any gas station or grocery store that's near you. So yeah, I went out. I bought a pack of Parliaments. I bought a soda. This stuff apparently will kill you. So I've been drinking a Coca-Cola. Then I found out you can eat death. I bought a whole.
Yeah, you can eat cigarettes. We know.
I bought a whole hot and ready Little Caesars pepperoni pizza.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I've eaten 5 slices of it in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, that's how you get a heart attack.
Yeah. So exactly. So, yeah, I've had 5 slices of Little Caesars, most of a can of Coke, 2 Bud Light Platinums, and I just smoked a cigarette immediately before. I made you wait 5 minutes so I could go have a smoke.
It was worth it if it shortened your lifespan by any amount of time at all.
I feel terrible right now. How have you been progressing?
Well, there's one other legal version of suicide that you haven't brought up yet, and that's called stress. And I decided I would try my best to elevate my stress levels to a point that has never been seen before within the monkey's body, And I achieved that by moving across the United States from Iowa to North Carolina, an 18-hour car drive to move all of my shit. And then you think, any logical, reasonable person would probably try to make this trip in like 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
No, let's leave at 2 a.m. and just go straight there. And then once we get there, we don't get a rest. We have to move all of my heavy shit, all of my anime books, all of my lowly sex
Other
dolls,
anime books.
all that shit. Got to move all of that in, and then you get a rest. So naturally, my stress level a little bit elevated. Probably took a good 30 minutes off of my life. So if we're going for slow motion suicide, that's pretty slow.
Pretty good. I might have actually gone too fast tonight.
Yeah, you're going way too fast. You're going to be dead by episode 3.
In the 90s.
I'm going to have to find a new co-host again. And Asperger is evidently out of commission.
Yeah.
You killed him.
So I have a very important question for you, Monkey.
Okay.
Who won the last show?
That is a good question.
We had like 80 polls.
Yeah. I wanted to mention that real quick. Can I throw in a new bit before we talk about who won?
Go. Yeah, by all means.
So when I was sober and I was uploading the episode, I was listening to it.
Whoa. I haven't been in. What is this sober you talk of?
It's what happens when you go to bed and then you wake up. You should try it.
I've never done that before.
So I was sober and I was listening to the podcast and I was like, okay, for a first try, me and Digi did okay. This isn't half bad. But then I got to the voting and I decided to introduce a new segment called Sober Notes to Drunk Me, where the sober version of me will write pointers to improve the podcast for drunk me to read on the show.
Okay.
So tonight's pointer is from Sober Monkey. The voting is retarded. And he's absolutely right, because for each category last week, we had 3 different votes. We had who was the autist, who was the elitist, and who won. But all 3 of those pretty much give you the same answer. So I don't know why we had 12 or 16 straw polls when we only needed 4.
So do you mean to say that in every case, the same person was the autist and elitist?
There's too many results for me to even keep track. Like it's even confusing for me, and I'm the host of the show.
Well, who won?
I don't know. Though? I haven't looked. I thought you would.
Oh, god damn it! I'm gonna check it right now.
Yeah, go pull it up.
Find out.
So
I need to know.
Should we
if I was the autist?
We're gonna look at that. Can't we just look at the who won straw polls?
That's not even the most important one.
Oh my god. Oh,
all right, let's see.
If you say so.
Is Jesus gay?
This is gonna take fucking half an hour.
You won. You barely won on Is Jesus Gay. I'm surprised you didn't win by a wider margin, because even I said that you won. Like, by the time the episode was over, we were in total agreement.
What were the percentages on between the two of us?
It was 51 to 49.
Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna... How's this going to work? Since there's 4 of them, does that mean if it's 2 and 2, it's a tie, so the winner has to either get all 4 or has to get 3 of them?
I'm not sure.
I think that's how it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the autist and elitist polls would.
No,
I'm not going to go through all those just because I don't want to have to click results on every single one of these.
That's why I didn't. Okay,
hey, apparently I destroyed you on JonTron and the White Race. I had
bullshit.
67%. So, yeah.
That's bullshit. All these fucking Islamophobes voting in the audience, they don't see the true value of the Muslim religion.
Why is Trump great? Oh, I won that one too, 69%.
God damn it.
You were ahead of me at the beginning of that one.
So the best I can hope for is a fucking tie.
See, but this is why you wanted the elitist and autist ones, because sometimes I might have won, but also been the autist. So
who cares? I see being autistic as a high honor. So I'm just more mad that you won that.
Well, you'll be glad to know you destroyed me on why suicide is a good idea.
Oh, thank 65%.
God. So we both won too.
So it's a fucking tie.
Yeah, I guess it's a tie.
That's bullshit. I'm gonna have to stomp you really hard this episode so I can get a victory out of this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna need some. Maybe we have to make odd-numbered amounts.
No. I think it's better if you really have to go overboard to win. Like,
all right.
I think it makes more sense. All right, so we know that it was a tie last week. Should we move on to comments from the fans?
Yeah, by all means. I want to hear what people had to say.
Pleasantly surprised. I figured everybody was going to, think that our drunken antics were terrible, but evidently it was an overwhelmingly positive review down in the comments. So I brought in a few choice comments that really highlight how much people enjoyed the episode. This one is from Pepsi Man. He says, "Who the fuck is Digibro to call other people's content shitty?" Good question.
Very good question.
So who the fuck are you, Digibro, to call other people's content shitty?
Simply put, Jesus, apparently.
Did you bring in any comments this week?
Dianex Jack says, "End slavery by killing the slaves."
I mean, he's technically correct. Which is the best kind of correct, according to Farnsworth.
Exactly.
I got one from... did you want to keep going on that one?
No, you can go ahead.
Here's one from Yemum12341. And I was actually really interested in this. He says, "Digi, I think you're forgetting when you were on the Virginia local news talking about weed. Is that a true story?"
That is a true story.
Let's hear it. What happened?
A few months ago, this was right after Ben Saint and Devu moved in. We were walking around town center in my city at like probably 10 o'clock in the morning, and we just get approached by a guy with a camera and a news lady, and they were just asking us for our opinions on legalizing marijuana in Virginia. Went through like 5 or 6 questions. Now, the reason
How could they have assumed that the guy walking around in like a bathrobe and Dr. Pepper pajama pants, how would they have guessed that he would have an opinion on weed?
Well, if you think, I mean, look, I was wearing, pajama pants, a
Before
red
it was
jacket.
cool.
I wasn't in full blown clusterfuck mode. But I had Ben Saint, who was wearing those Canadian caps that like go over your ears?
Sure.
He's got one of those, but it's got like this like, I would describe it as, the Trojan helmets, how they have the big middle section of like the fuzz sticking up.
Yeah.
He's got a Canada hat, but with like that kind of thing on it, and it's all black and white. It looks like a zebra's mane, or a zebra's hair rather. So yeah, he's got like a zebra head on his head essentially, and he's wearing a Unicorn Power T-shirt. He looks like he just stepped out of a rave.
You fucking bronies.
Yeah, they came right up to us. Yeah, and we got onto the Daily News. They showed like maybe 5 seconds of each of us, but we were totally there. And,
what was your opinion on weed? Maybe we'll have to have a debate about it on the show.
We just, both of us said that, it doesn't seem like it's really harming anybody, so why not legalize it?
Well, I strongly disagree, but we'll have to save that for next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, here's an important comment from Dragonite 7. He says, "The title says argument, spelled argument, yet in the vid it's spelled argument, argument. Huh. Yeah, any explaining you want to do over there, Digi, on why a very simple, 4th grade word is spelled incorrectly in the thumbnail of the video?"
Well, for what it's worth, our thumbnail was put together by a legitimate 4th grader.
Ooh.
By the name of Munchie.
Okay.
But he sent it to me, and I looked at it.
You didn't notice the blatant
I looked at it
error?
and I said, "Wow, this looks amazing." And then I put it into Vegas and stretched it out to be an hour long and stared at it for a while in like 3 different windows and rendered the whole thing, and then uploaded it and sent it to you, and you said, argument spelled wrong. And I said, shit.
So I mean, I haven't seen the new thumbnail for this episode. Is it spelled correctly this time, or are we just going to keep it?
It should be spelled correctly this time.
It should be? What does that mean?
I mean,
either it will or it won't.
Munchie had sent me an updated version when I told him, and then I said, well, let's just, because I had already rendered it, and I didn't feel like re-rendering it, so I said, well, let's just upload the shitty version, and then we can read comments about it on the next show.
Well, you really predicted this one.
Yeah.
You got any more comments? I'm all out.
An Untitled Abridger says, "If I had evidence for an afterlife, I'd kill myself right now."
Either way, if it's good or bad.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is.
He's just into that death. I feel it.
I don't feel like trying to filter. I didn't actually prepare any comments. I'm just scrolling down the YouTube page trying to see if any of it's funny, and I'm just like, this is all fucking stupid. I don't care about this.
Welcome to the Monkey Jones comment section.
I could swear I remember. I'm sure someone had a funny comment somewhere. I remember reading something that wasn't total garbage.
I wouldn't be too sure in the comedic prowess of my fans. All right, shall we move on to today's debates? We got four big ones. These are the four that you've probably seen them in your social media feed. That's the whole point of the show. Yeah. We take the four most important topics of the week that you keep seeing on Twitter and Facebook and all that shit, and we represent probably a wide variety of viewpoints on this show between the two of us, and we come down, and thanks to the voting, we figure out the true answer to these big life issues. So, with all that being said, the first debate today is, are traps gay?
Yes. Traps are gay.
Really? Okay, well, I mean, I staunchly disagree with one caveat, so I'd love to hear why you think traps are gay. First of all, for those at home who don't know, what is a trap, Digi?
A trap is a boy who dresses
Okay. Time out. You're already trying to curve the audience's expectations with your loaded words like boy. Can you try to do a more gender-neutral definition of what a trap is to be a little more respectful?
Okay. A trap is a person...
There you go.
...with a penis...
Okay.
...and no
Nothing
vagina.
Nothing gay so far.
No vagina and no breasts.
Oh, well, that's arguable. I've seen traps with breasts.
Who dresses and acts and is voiced by a woman.
Voiced by a woman?
Yeah.
Do you think everything is anime?
Yeah.
Could you imagine somebody who like their version of comedy is just saying that everything is anime? Like
that would be
what a low level of fucking comedy that would be.
It's pretty basic humor, I gotta say.
Okay, like, so why do you think traps are gay?
Anyone can come up with that. Traps are gay because they got dick. That's why.
Okay, is that all you got?
Dick is gay. Anything that involves dick is gay.
Okay, time out. I have a dick. Am I gay?
Yes.
Nope. I disagree.
Yes.
I disagree.
Gay.
Weren't you
just
arguing
like Jesus.
Last week? No, you were arguing that Jesus isn't gay, and he has a dick, as far as I know.
Last week I was arguing from the position that, okay, here's the thing.
Everybody, go vote right now. I've already caught Digi in a kerfuffle of his own arguments. Go vote that Mumkey wins.
Here's the thing. Jesus is gay. We can agree on that because the voting
because I won
so.
by 1%.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all that matters.
Right.
But Jesus is not gay for reasons that Jesus is gay because I didn't have all the information. But what I was arguing was that Jesus wasn't gay because he was not attracted to men. He had sucked a lot of dick and he had a dick, but he was not attracted to dick. Therefore, he was not gay, except that he actually is attracted to dick and is
all
gay,
right.
As we
so
know.
Let me tell you why traps are not gay. Now, there's been a lot of there's a lot of different gender things going on. I mean, it's the current year. It's 2017. We're researching gender on a level never seen before. Back 10 years ago, we thought that there were only two genders.
You got scientists with giant microscopes pointed right at our crotches at all times.
They're studying those dicks and pussies trying to figure out what's going on. Because 10 years ago, we thought that there were only two genders. But now, as it turns out, there's a spectrum of never-ending genders. So we got these pan genders and man genders and sand genders.
Well, a spectrum implies that it goes from one end to another. It's more like just a smorgasbord of genders. It's you can't confine the gender graph to like a two-dimensional space.
No.
You need like a fourth dimensional, like gender crosses time and space.
Right, the fourth dimension is time because extra genders only exist in the current year.
Exactly. So you need to have, in the current moment really, like if your gender chart isn't constantly updating, if it's not in a total flux.
If you're not adding 10 new genders a day, you are a fucking bigot.
Exactly.
But this is all leading up to the crux of my argument, which is with all these new genders emerging within the realm of social psychology and all this shit, scientists have been doing research, and it has been scientifically proven that with all this new information, only one thing remains the same. There's only one standard for defining what is or is not gay. And that is, can you guess what it is?
A dick?
No, not even close. It's if the balls touch. It's only gay if the balls touch. You can suck a dick, you can get fucked by a dick, you can jerk a dick, you can do whatever you want with two dicks. You can have a sword fight with dicks. It's only gay if your testicles and their testicles touch. Which is why I say...
Is that the stats you had for me?
Yeah, that's the stats I brought in this week. I looked it up. It's true. I got this from wallstreetjournal.com. I'll post a link in the description for those of you who want to read the article. It's it was a 5-year double-blind study to get this research information.
Double-blind? Because that sounds like they were touching. You know, it should be a single blind if it's not gay.
No, everybody was blind. They could only get blind people to agree to go to this research meeting. But the point I'm trying to make is traps are not inherently gay because, like, just a trap, they're only going to have two balls. So the balls aren't touching. Like, there aren't two different ball sacks touching here. Now, a trap can become gay if they touch their balls to another ball sack. But unless they do that, traps are not inherently gay. I rest my case. Can you defeat that?
So are you saying that as long you can have sex with a trap as a man...
You can have sex with a man as a man.
And as long as your balls don't touch... Well, same difference.
Nope.
As long as your balls don't touch their balls, then it's not gay.
Absolutely correct.
So you can be... Okay. So you can be attracted to dick, and you can even be attracted to balls as long as your balls don't touch balls.
Exactly.
So how much contact counts as touching balls?
They just the ball sack skin touches the ball sack skin.
Okay, so if I just put like a condom over my nutsack, am I just safe to do whatever I want?
Yes, that's what condoms are for.
All right. Well, look, I think you're full of shit, Monkey.
Well, that's why it's called safe sex, because it stops you from being gay.
I think as long as there's a dick involved, it's gay. If you even touch your own dick, that's gay.
Well, I think this one will be up to the fans then, because I disagree. I think it's only gay if the balls touch.
I want you to know that if you ever look at a dick, including your own, you are gay. The only way to avoid being gay is to only watch women have sex with other women, and they have to not have dicks.
So how do they urinate?
What do you mean?
Don't you have to look at your own dick to piss?
No.
No.
Why do you what?
Is that why you pee sitting down?
Have you seen my toilet, Monkey?
Unfortunately.
You've seen how there's piss everywhere?
There's no way you're aiming that thing.
How do you think that happened?
All right, should we move on to the next big debate that was hitting social media this week?
Yeah, well, you know, I've made my case. If any dick's there, it's gay. Don't touch your dick.
Don't touch your dick. It'll make you gay.
Yeah. Don't look at it.
Speaking of people who are afraid of being gay, recently in Congress, the Republicans failed to pass their big repeal and replace Obamacare healthcare reform, and it's been a big buzz in the media. Everybody's talking about healthcare. You know, is Obamacare going to last? Will the Republicans make a new healthcare? What is a healthcare? All these questions have been buzzing around on social media, so I think once and for all, we need to have a debate to figure out what is the solution to healthcare reform in America.
Kill all the old people.
Okay. I'm on board so far, but I need to hear more details.
So, anybody who, who was it? John Locke, who said, "If you can't work, you can't eat." That's the guy, right? The
Is that
American
from...
historical figure, John Locke.
I don't remember. Was he the guy who did the invisible hand of the market?
Monkey, you're getting me off into the weeds here, man. I studied, in school we learned a lot about Virginia history because I live in Virginia, and that's, the cradle of civilization.
Sure.
So John Locke, he said, those who don't work don't eat, and that was because everyone was fucking around and everyone was dying of the plague because they just came to this godforsaken hellhole, and the fucking red people had all these diseases they didn't know how to deal with. So I think that who does Medicare really benefit? It benefits people who are disabled or old or too young. They said what Obamacare made it so people age 26 and under can just live off of their parents' health care. You know, so your parents are just paying to take care of you. Look, the solution is anybody who would need health care is obviously too weak for this world. So we get rid of all of them. So basically, anyone ages 55 and older, kill them. Anyone ages 26 and under, kill them.
No, that's me.
Anyone who's don't you want to die though?
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Anyone.
So far, I'm not seeing any flaws in this argument. So
anyone who's disabled, kill them.
Okay.
Anybody who can't work because of religious reasons, kill them. If their job
I super agree on that one.
If they're an artist, kill them because they're not contributing anything to society.
What did Ben Saint ever do to you?
Ben Saint has a chance. He's over 26. So
but
as long as
artist.
he changes his ways, as long as he gets a regular job that actually helps people, then
that's gonna fucking happen.
If they're an artist, they die. If their job is stupid, kill them. If you
give me a few examples. What's a stupid job?
Work in a flower shop or something.
Okay.
No one needs this,
No.
If you're dumb enough to take a stupid job, then you obviously don't deserve to be around. So basically, we kill
Yeah, but wait. If we get rid of flower shops, what are we gonna put on the graves of all these newly dead people?
We're gonna fucking send them. We're gonna just ship them all off the planet. We don't need all these dead bodies. Actually, you know what? We'll grow trees out of them. Because basically, what we're gonna do is kill 80% of the population.
Sure.
And then those of us who are left, we'll have way more resources. There's no more resource scarcity because there's not enough people to use up all the fucking resources. We don't need Medicare anymore because all the sick people are dead. Right. And then we just we've got all the time and space in the world. We don't need it. Nothing matters anymore. The people who are left can take care of themselves. We got enough space that each one can have a house on their own mountain, and they can just live off the land on their personal mountain. And then and we won't even know if one of them dies because we never see each other.
All right, did you?
It's an ideal libertarian paradise.
I'm mostly on board with what you're saying. I especially agree with kill all old people. And kill all artists and kill all retarded people. I can see the huge benefits that'll have for society. But the problem is that healthcare encompasses two things. There's Medicare, which you've been speaking of, but Medicare is for old people. Then we have Medicaid, which is the healthcare that helps poor people. So are you implying that we should kill all poor people as well?
Well, poor people probably don't have cool jobs, so they would fall into the kill everybody with a stupid job. If you work at McDonald's, that's not helping anybody.
Okay. So that's been clarified for me. But now the next question is, what if a healthy 30-year-old who has a cool-ass job reviewing anime, something important.
Yeah.
What
if
a
cool guy.
What if
I want to high-five that guy. I'll buy that guy a beer.
Don't buy him flowers, because all flower shops are
No. Beer is important.
Let's say he just finished a really big review of Boku no Pico, and he's really proud of himself, and he wants to go downstairs and make himself a big, nice bowl of ramen. But going down the stairs, he trips and falls, breaks his leg. Who pays for that hospital bill if we don't have any sort of healthcare reform?
Well, we don't have hospitals because hospitals are a dumb job.
Right. So what does the guy with the broken leg do? Why, are you just not allowed to break your leg now? What kind of? Where's the freedom in this America where you're not allowed to break your leg?
Look,
that's in the Constitution, the 7th Amendment. Do you know what it is? It's you are allowed to break your leg if you feel the right to.
You
read the fucking Constitution, did you?
You fucking spit on your hands and you rub some spit on that wound, and then you fucking tie a piece of wood, like a 2x4 to your leg, and now you got a 2x4
just
leg.
pull yourself up
You're
by
a
your
cyborg.
bootstraps. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, cyborg
You're a
with the wooden
now.
leg.
Cyborgs are fucking cool.
You're thinking of a pirate.
Pirates are often cyborgs.
That's true.
cyborg
I've
is a
seen
meaning
One
of-
Piece. I know.
Yeah.
I've seen every episode.
A cyborg is a meeting of man and technology. And, wrapping your leg with a 2x4 is technology.
Okay, Digi. Here's the thing. I agree with the majority of your argument, but I think I'm going to win this one because while I might agree with yours, I think mine is still better. And here's
I
why.
need another beer.
So in the 2016 election, I was a huge supporter of Bernie Sanders, and I read his book, Our Revolution, and I've absorbed all of his messages and his teachings, and I now know what the solution to healthcare reform is. Obamacare is fine. It gives, takes my money and gives it to people so that they can get abortions and all that shit. Whatever, it's fine. But there's an
Monkey, I take umbrage with the fact that you're making it out like Bernie Sanders is super smart because he wrote a book.
Oh, he is. He is. Everybody who's written a book is a genius. Donald Trump's a genius. You're just proving my point.
Okay, but you agree that, I know you said you were supportive of Bernie, but you agree that Donald Trump was always the right candidate. Surely you saw your ways.
Well, sure. But I still agree with Bernie's philosophies.
You saw your ways and realized they were bad. I realized I didn't actually say what the result was of you seeing your ways.
So here's the answer to healthcare, as taught to me by the philosophies of Bernie Sanders.
I think that healthcare should be free. I think that if a woman wants to get pregnant every weekend, the taxpayer should have to pay for that abortion.
I don't think you can actually get pregnant every weekend.
I think that healthcare should be free. I think that if gangbangers want to shoot each other on the streets of Chicago, we should have to pay the hospital bill to help them get the bullets out of their chest. All healthcare should be free.
But furthermore, that's not even the end of it, because I was thinking about it, and he's right. Healthcare should be free, but it goes a lot deeper. As it turns out,
I think that everything should be free. I think that college should be free. I think that
That's true.
anime books should be free.
That's also
I
true.
think that when you go into Walmart and you see a Hershey bar that you want to eat, but you don't have $1, that candy bar should be free.
I mean, think about it. If every single thing in the world was free, who would complain? Can you think of anybody who would not benefit from being able to get whatever they want absolutely for free? Where are the negatives here? Who would complain about that? Would you? If you could get anything you want for absolutely free, would you ever complain? Would you ever have a care in the world? This is the cure, not only for healthcare, it's the cure for education, it's the cure for world hunger, it's the cure for everything. Just make everything free.
I don't disagree in the slightest.
Right.
I love free stuff more than anybody in the world. I'd subsist entirely exclusively off of free things if anything free was good, so make all the good stuff free.
If not just the good stuff, every single thing, everything in existence, if you go into a store, all the price tags should just say free with a little picture of Bernie Sanders in the corner. I mean, what, a businessman is going to complain? Oh, no, I can't sell stuff. Who fucking cares? You can go to the store and get stuff for free anyway. You don't need the money.
He can just, if all a businessman wants is money, he can get it for free. It's
exactly.
free.
Exactly.
Everything's free.
All I'm saying is true communism has never actually been tried.
That's true.
That's true. So do you concede again? Do I win? Is this the next is Jesus gay argument?
I think both of us had good arguments here.
If we made everything free and we killed all the old people, I wouldn't complain.
Oh my God.
I mean, we would lose Bernie, but otherwise I wouldn't complain.
I kind of assumed that in the process of like after you've killed everyone, then everything will be free because.
Oh no! You don't get to steal my
anymore.
argument after I present it. That's bullshit.
Well, I'm just saying that I think.
No, you didn't present that during yours.
I think
so
mine
don't even
might
try.
be a superset of yours, Monkey.
Oh, shut the fuck up! No way.
I think it's possible.
Fuck you. We'll let the fans decide on this one. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Which method do you think will work, guys? What do you think will happen, fam? That's what we're calling you guys now, fam.
TBH, fam. We're moving on to the next big debate. And now,
whoa, hold on. That's trademarked, dude.
What, TBH,
you can't
fam?
call it big. You can't call it a big debate.
Can we call it the best debate?
You can't use big or best or any of those terms.
You're right.
It has to be a let's move on to the next internet social media argument.
Okay.
Let's put it that
yeah, that's not a mouthful at all. All right, folks, let's move on to the next internet social media.
This show has
argument.
one of the most shareable titles I've ever heard. Like this
Absolutely.
doesn't take up. This only takes up like what, a third of an entire tweet if you're trying to talk about it. It's not that bad.
It only takes up 80% of the YouTube title, so we can't really get creative with differentiating the episodes.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked about traps being gay. We've talked about healthcare. Now it's time to move on to a real serious issue. Has Ivanka Trump had a tit job? We brought this up last week. It was hotly contested, and now it's time to actually debate the issue. And I'm ready whenever the fuck you are, Digi. I can go first this time if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Digi. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to lay down the hammer this time. I did more research for this than probably anything in my whole life. I wrote 30-page papers in college that I did less research for than for this question. Now, first of all, you're thinking, oh, Mumkey, it's so easy to... Did Ivanka Trump have a tit job? Just Google it, Mumkey. Well, I did, and guess what?
Shit, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, guess what, Digi? The results are inconclusive. Good fucking luck. There's no... It's up in the air. We don't know. She hasn't spoken about it before, and there's no doctor has said anything about it. There is no actual evidence. So that's when we move into the stats. I got some stats for you, buddy.
All right.
First of all, first stat. The average boob job is $3,719. Now, consider this. The average woman in America makes 70 cents to every dollar a man makes, which means Ivanka Trump wouldn't be able to afford a boob job in the first place because she's not making as much money as a man would.
That's a good fucking argument.
Secondly, now here's the real nail in your fucking coffin, dude. And these are all real stats. I didn't write down the source, but I swear to God, these are all real. You can go look them up.
I believe you. I've heard that statistic about the wage gap literally everywhere. I don't think there's a single stat I've seen more times than the wage gap statistic. So,
well,
I know it's accurate because I've seen it so many times.
I was referring to all the boob job stats that I looked up. Like, these are all legit stats.
That's part of it, right? Like that was...
So, 90% of women get a boob job after having kids. Hey, Digibro, does Ivanka Trump have any kids?
I legitimately have no idea.
She does not have any kids. She got married just last year to a Jewish guy named Jared Kushner, which means, now that we're doing the stats, already it's statistically improbable that she could afford a boob job since she only makes 70 cents to the dollar. But now, since she hasn't had kids, literally she would have to be in the 10% of women who get a boob job before having kids. So now your chances of winning are even lower, but it keeps getting worse. Ivanka Trump.
I haven't even said my position yet.
Ivanka Trump is 35 years old. And here's a real stat for you. Digi, guess how old what's the average age of a woman who gets a boob job? Guess.
39.
34. 34. Okay. The average woman who gets a boob job does it at age 34. Ivanka Trump, age 35. Ivanka Trump can't afford it. Ivanka Trump doesn't have kids. She's already over the bell curve, so it's statistically improbable that she has had one or that she will have one.
It's unlikely that she's had one because she's already over the age when she would have had one.
Right.
So, so it's unlikely that she had one this year, or any year before last year.
But she hasn't had kids yet, so already you're down in the 10%. You have a 10% chance of being correct if you say that she has had one.
Well, Mumkey, it just so happens we fall on the same side this time.
Oh, fuck you! I should have let you go first. God damn it.
But we have different reasons. So
Okay,
we'll let the audience decide who has the more sense.
Let the audience decide. Are stats more important?
You've got a lot of stats. I've got a lot of intuition.
Oh, okay.
Because just now, I did some extremely extensive research on like four Google leaks.
I could hear you typing.
4 Google leaks, Mumkey.
Uh-huh.
2 of which were the exact same article on different websites. Which, for some reason, each of which starts off showing pictures of her as an 11-year-old. And saying, like, here's what she was. Yeah, here's what she looked like as a kid. It's so different from how she looks now. Yeah, big fucking surprise there. All of them have these side-by-side comparison pictures, but they're not in the same lighting. They're not in the same pose. They're not in the same outfits. Like, look, all right. Hold on, I'm trying to think of which anecdote here is going to be the least... the least one that people will go, that's not true. All of them are true. I'm just trying to pick one that people will actually believe. All right, well, this is the most relevant. So, this girl's been sending me a bunch of naked pictures of herself lately.
Oh, okay, time out.
And
already too far. We need a real anecdote.
All right,
so this guy has been sending you naked pictures.
Yeah, all right, yeah, perfectly fine. Yeah, a big fat guy. And he knows.
Are you sending pictures to yourself?
All right, here's the real version of this story. So I've been sending naked pictures to my friends, unsolicited.
Whoa, I haven't gotten any. What the fuck?
Oh, you just wait. I've had a few beers tonight.
Oh God, I can't wait.
What I've learned through taking naked pictures of my fat chest is that that it's very easy to make your tits look different sizes.
Okay.
Like
it's called like a push-up bra.
Yeah, but you can do it just by, like, you know, just moving. Like, it's really easy. Like, you can move your tits in all kinds of different ways. You can separate them so that they look more individual. You can push them together so that they look like a hefty fucking clump of tit. You can, hike them up. You can let them loose. You can do all kinds of stuff. And the size will look vastly different. Like, if you push your tits up, close and centered and push them up on your chest, they look huge. But if you let them fall and dangle where they lie, they look like nothing,
Okay.
So, in women, of course, who have even more tits than me, which is hard to believe.
That's arguable.
But, Ivanka has more tits than me, though. She's got...
Next week, we'll figure out who has more tits, Digibro or Ivanka Trump.
Yeah, put that straw poll in
I'm going to write that one down for next week.
So Ivanka, we're gonna do that as a debate? Is that what you're saying? I just meant to put a straw poll.
No,
I want to know what the audience thinks more than I want to know what you think. So,
what cup size are you, Digi?
I'm embarrassed to say.
Like a solid B?
I'm like an I cup.
I didn't even know it went that high. What does that even mean? Your back must be just a fucking hellhole. It must hurt to even walk.
Have you ever spelled it out?
No. ICUP?
You said ICUP.
That's probably why you don't go jogging, because your tits are so big.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the reason why you don't exercise.
It's a dangerous cycle.
Yeah.
Just like Fat Bastard. Yeah, which is exactly... I played Fat Bastard, incidentally, in...
Good movie.
In the Austin Powers films. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm looking at all these pictures of Ivanka, and I'm thinking, like, how are we to know?
Oh, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Every weekday night, I'm looking at pictures of Ivanka.
There's nothing scientific about taking pictures of Ivanka Trump in totally different lighting, totally different outfits, and comparing, like how big her tits look in those pictures, because I have personally sent pictures where my tits look twice the size that they actually are, which is already enormous.
Right.
And then I've sent other pictures where they're hanging all like 12 feet apart, like across, like going all the way around my sides and shit, like hanging over my obliques. God, that's disgusting. I love it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's any good enough evidence to suggest that she's had a tit job. I would have to see. I would have to have them, put in a scientific environment, which is just an infringement on her human rights. She's not a fucking object. She's Ivanka Trump. She's the president of the United States.
Pretty much.
Yeah, she's the shadow president. Trump's just a figurehead for Ivanka.
Digi, allow me to present you with an argument that many an atheist have presented to me as I went door to door trying to convert them to my religion.
Okay.
They always tell me, the burden of proof is on you.
Wait, which religion were they trying to convert? Were you trying to convert them to?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's
I
for
assume
another.
Islam.
You assume it's what?
Islam. You've got such a boner for Islam.
Listen. That's neither here nor there.
Okay.
But the point
I won't ask any more questions.
The fact of the matter is, I've had the burden of providing proof with all these amazing stats about boob jobs, whereas there's been no burden at all. There's been no proof. It's just conjecture. People at home,
I think
urge
people
you
should follow their gut. I think
follow
people
your gut.
should.
The scales
your
in your mind. What's
intuition.
heavier, evidence or conjecture?
It's not conjecture. It's being a human being. As a person, you have certain instincts. You have certain things that go beyond stats. Like, stats is all stuff we've just built up on top of the core of who we are.
Every stat is based off of human being intuition.
As people,
Step one of the scientific method is intuition.
We didn't make it through, 80,000 million years of American history by having stats the whole time.
That's true.
Originally we relied on our fucking gut, and that's how we survived for so long.
And also, stats change. Like, at the beginning of America, the stats said that Christopher Columbus was a good guy, and now the stats have changed to say that he's a bad guy. I don't know what to think. But I don't think that the stats on boob jobs are going to change anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No. Okay, so
remember.
Have we reached an impasse on this one then? Should we leave it up to the fans?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, now we have to move on to the final debate of the night. Digi, last week you revealed that you had like a 2-year hiatus from social media because you went through a really bad breakup?
Year-long hiatus in which I forgot what people were.
So what did you even do during that time?
I was naked the whole time.
Okay.
I went feral for about 6 months.
Now, when you were naked, did you at any time look at your own dick?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Not that I remember.
Just making sure.
I spent a lot of it, in a kind of a haze. I can't even fully say that I was a human being at the time.
No.
I spent most of it naked in my closet.
I've always said that Digibro's in the closet.
Oh, I was deep in the closet. I was deep in the closet. I exclusively ate cats and spent my days belting out "Ironic" by Alanis Morissette.
No, fuck
it's like
you.
On your wedding day.
Okay, so what I'm trying. Fuck
Sorry,
me.
I was having an acid flashback to the times in the closet.
So what we're getting at is that while you were away for 2 years off of social media, you missed probably the biggest fucking storm in internet history. Now, hopefully you did your research on this one because we're about to debate it. The final question.
I don't even know what you're about to say.
The final question tonight that we will debate is, was the shooting of Harambe justified?
Oh, I did do research on this.
Okay,
so
good.
on the last episode, you asked me about Harambe. I said I had no idea who that is.
Right.
And then thankfully, Morpheus came to my house.
Who the fuck is Morpheus?
Morpheus is this big black guy who's always wearing shades. And he wears a long black trench coat. He's a really deep voice.
Oh, he's friends with Neo, huh?
Yeah, you know Neo.
Yeah, I think I met them one time.
Me and Neo go way back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So Morpheus came over and he said, like, dude, I've got these fucking pills that are really gonna do shit to you. I was like, really? What? Well, all right, I'm down.
I have a feeling I know which color pill you swallowed.
He said, I've got this one blue pill, which is kind of for pussies. It just makes you, like, really want to, like, eat pussy and worship Hillary Clinton. And I said, well, she already lost. And he said, tell that to the blue pill. And I said, all right, well, that sounds awful.
Not my president.
What else do you have? And he said, well, I'm glad you asked. I've got this red pill.
Okay.
This one will make you see the truth about everything.
True.
This one will make you realize just how fucked up those statistics that you've been quoting really are. And I said, oh. They said it also.
The red pill exposes the truth about boob job stats?
Yeah. And many other stats.
I guess I took the purple pill.
All the wrong stats are
all the fake news.
Up. Yeah, all the fake news gone out of your head. Mm-hmm. You forget every BuzzFeed article you've ever read. You forget every...
I've read so many.
You forget every hour spent on watching CNN. You forget all of it.
Endless hours.
It's incredible.
I live at the airport, so I do nothing but watch CNN all day.
Yeah, the only thing it leaves you with is any memory you have of InfoWars. That's all you get.
Good website.
Yeah, so I took the red pill, and the first thing I hear, Harambe! And I was like, whoa, what's happening? Ah! And then I learned all about Harambe. So
okay.
Yeah. So what are we talking about with Harambe? What was the...
So we want to know if Harambe being shot by the zookeepers was or was not justified, given the situation.
Why don't you go first on this one, Monkey?
Okay, Digi.
I want to hear your thoughts.
I'm about to... You think that red pill blew your mind? I'm about to fucking blow your mind in a whole new way.
All right.
Listen up. I'm going to take the stance that the shooting of Harambe was not justified, but not for the reasons that you might think. I think that it was unjustified because the whole concept of having animals in the zoo is unjustifiable in the first place. And let me spell this out for you, Digi. Let me paint you a fucking picture. Now, use your imagination, because this is going to seem like a stretch for you. Okay. Do you think you can do this?
I'll finish my beer if that'll help.
So let me describe to you the life of a zoo animal. A zoo animal lives in a small cage, kind of like a small room, and their entire life...
Like a closet.
I mean, in a way, sure.
Yeah.
But it has, like, bars. So they live in this, small enclosed space, these zoo animals, and their whole life is just to be entertainment for the normies who come through. It's just, they're sitting in this small space, and they're entertaining people. People are looking into their small space and looking at them and watching them and being entertained by them. Digibro, can you imagine what kind of life that would be to just stay in the same little room all the time and to be nothing more than entertainment for a bunch of people outside of the walls? Can you imagine what that would be like?
Can I get back to you in a minute? There's tears running down my face and I don't know why.
See, it's horrendous. It's horrendous. The fact that we're doing this to these zoo animals is disgusting. So the whole concept of a zoo in the first place is unjustifiable. So yeah, shooting Harambe, of course it's unjustified because he shouldn't have been there in the first place. And we're gonna blame him because some stupid little kid fell into his little tiny room that's covered in anime posters and shit? It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And I don't know how you could possibly argue against that. Go ahead.
Well, Monkey, I disagree with you.
No, of course.
But
no respect for animals. Do you know what sympathy is, Digibro? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I might need another red pill to.
Yeah, I'll send it. No, sympathy is part of the blue pill.
Oh well, why would I want to? You tried to pull this out to a broader lens. Like, let's not worry about what the incident was. Let's worry about the broader context.
I touched on the incident a little bit, but I mean, it's just the level of scope shows that it's unjustified on a myriad of levels.
Well, I want to pull this out to an even broader scope.
Oh, fuck you.
Animals shouldn't exist. Animals are pointless. What do animals offer humanity?
Are you telling me that the concept of a being that just exists within a small room for the majority of its time and is just there to entertain people, that type of thing shouldn't exist?
Monkey, the thing is that people can talk.
Okay. What
And
about parrots?
talking-
Parrots are animals. Parrots can talk.
Parrots can say words. They can't talk.
That's what talking is.
No.
Yep.
No. Talking, they can't have a conversation with you.
Monkeys can learn sign language.
And what do they say? Give me a banana. You fucking idiots.
Have you ever talked to a human before? All they want is bananas.
Humans aren't even that into bananas. They mostly stuff them up their asses. And
That's
I don't
just
know
the
why,
amazing
but,
atheist.
You know, it's mostly the same ones who think traps aren't gay are the ones stuffing the bananas up their asses. They're
Sure.
basically monkeys.
Sure.
Monkeys even. So
Fuck you.
Yeah, so I just, can you name one reason animals should exist?
Because they entertain me. And they're cute. And they make me happy. They got, like, when I look at a cute little animal, it makes
That all
these-
sounds like stuff that would keep you alive, Monkey.
No, like, it makes endorphins go off in my brain, so, like, the never-ending misery of being alive, at least I get to enjoy seeing a cute little, gorilla, throw a kid around his cage.
Yeah, that means that the whole time you're watching Harambe murder a kid, which is, I'll give you, hilarious.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
You're not trying to kill yourself, which means you're just prolonging your death another day.
No, you're thinking of it the wrong way. It's making my current existence at least a little bit better than what it was before. I'm not gonna look down on something that makes me happy. That's retarded.
So what do you do when the video's over and you're suddenly depressed again?
Yeah, but at least I was happy for those 2 minutes watching that little retarded 3-year-old get flung around through the swamp.
I think happiness is just prolonging the inevitable. All it does is create another reason that we didn't kill ourselves today. Another reason we put it off for tomorrow. Another reason we're still fucking going on, even though we know that it wasn't worth it. That happiness was not worth the pain of having to live.
This argument's not about, the philosophy of happiness. It's about, was the shooting of Harambe justified? And I have yet to hear you give me an answer why.
It's justified because monkeys should all be dead. Monkeys are not worth having alive.
Not true. Not fucking true.
They cause more problems than they solve.
No, that's not fucking true.
They murder children.
Good thing. Positive. We hate children. You want all people below the age of 26 dead. You should be fucking giving Harambe a standing ovation for trying to get rid of one.
Harambe didn't even realize that was a child. Harambe would have killed that guy even if he was in his 30s.
Gorillas are geniuses. They're smart. They're the smartest animal in the animal kingdom. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, smartest animal in the entire animal kingdom is still a retard who kills human beings because they don't know who's the boss. Fucking idiots. They should all be exterminated. All animals should die. That's my position on this.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna fucking trounce you in the votes again on this one. There's no way.
We'll see.
There's no way.
I'm sure that some of this crowd is of the enlightened nature that they
No,
realize.
because you're way
animals
too
are
broad.
fucking
There are
stupid.
tons of animals that deserve to live.
Name one.
Monkeys.
Monkeys suck.
What's so
Monkeys
bad
don't
about a
do
monkey?
anything.
Monkeys can take selfies. Monkeys can attack children.
Okay, they take selfies, but they're ugly. So you have to look at an ugly monkey's fucking self-picture now. Great.
Monkeys can rip off the faces of women who get too close. Thank God, I'm tired of all these privileged women trying to prove that they have a cute face. No longer, bitch. Now you're just you're bloody muscles and shit. That's all you are, thanks to monkeys.
What if a monkey ripped off the face of Ivanka Trump?
Well, that hasn't happened. That's just a hypothetical. I'm not even going to go
I'm just saying
there.
that they would do it. If a monkey came near her, it would not appreciate her beauty. It would just tear her face right off.
If one monkey ripped off Ivanka Trump's face, then it would be justified to shoot that monkey in the fucking head. But that hasn't happened, and that one monkey doesn't represent all monkeys. Not all monkeys. Hashtag not all monkeys. Get it trending.
I don't know, monkey. I think you're kind of disgusting.
No, too far.
The only reason I do this podcast
big
with you
foul.
is that you're half human. That's the only reason.
No, big foul. You can't say that. You can't. That's bullshit.
Well, that's where I stand.
All right. Well, that's all the debates for this week. So make sure you go down to the description. Go to all the straw polls. Can we just do the who won straw poll? I'm tired of all this autist, elitist bullshit.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think we should listen to Sober Monkey on this one.
Yeah, Sober Monkey. I mean, he's the only sober one in the whole podcast. So.
Now, should we encourage people to vote for which side they agree with, or who gave the better argument? Or can they just vote whatever way they want?
They should vote who won.
Okay, yeah, so who won the debates? Make sure you go vote in all 4 of today's categories, and next week we'll see who the victor is.
Alrighty.
Do we have any voicemails this week? I know we had a bunch of celebrities last week.
We got even more celebrities and some fan voicemail this week.
Oh, good.
Which, everyone, I encourage you, if you want to send voicemail into the show, just send us audio files on either SoundCloud or just fucking, I don't know, Google Drive. Send them to Monkey's Twitter. That'll be the easiest way to get it on. So the first one we're going to listen to tonight is a message from another celebrity, another famous person.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, yeah, when I say go, we'll be listening to it together. And it's a very important person. Up until very recently, one of the most important people in America.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah.
Who could it be?
Let's find out and go.
Hello. This is President Barack Obama.
The president.
I'm calling here
Former
in the Insufferable Argument podcast, just to give my thoughts.
Talks very slow.
Digibro, you
he's
are
very
a disgusting
thoughtful.
plebeian.
Oh.
And Monkey Jones is most likely the best
He's not
anime
wrong.
YouTuber ever. Do you ever feel extremely threatened by his uprising on YouTube? And if so, how will you deal with this in the future to come? Thank you. And fuck you, Donald Trump.
Oh, that last statement was completely uncalled for.
Yeah, a little bit too far, Obama. I get that you're mad that your girl Hillary lost or whatever the fuck, but you don't gotta go that far. What?
What's happening?
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. SoundCloud auto-played the next song and it scared the shit out of me because I'm drunk.
Yeah, this is a good question, Digi. How do you feel that me, as an anime reviewer, I have usurped the throne from you, and now I'm the best anime reviewer on YouTube?
I mean, I'm not jealous because it only happened because of me.
I don't know about that. How
No
many
one would
times have
even-
you been on the front page of Reddit, my friend?
You're right. I
Yeah.
don't actually know. I have no idea. I don't
Probably
check the front page of
zero.
Reddit. Probably, yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that. I've got videos with more views than yours, though. So.
That doesn't matter. View counts mean nothing. It's about the quality of the review.
Well, luckily, if you do jet past me and become the new biggest anime YouTuber,
It's going to happen any month now.
I'm already a part of your channel. I'm on this podcast.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'll basically just get a free ride right
God
up to the
damn
top.
it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for calling in, Obama. I know you're pretty busy these days, like parasailing and shit, so I'm glad you found the time to listen to our podcast. That's pretty cool.
Did you notice that he called himself the President of the United States, not former president?
No, yeah, they retain the title of president even after they're out of office.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, like that rapist,
thought he was-
Bill Clinton, the rapist. He's still President Bill Clinton.
I thought he was I thought he was maybe having difficulties letting go.
He had a little bit of hashtag not my president going on.
Yeah.
All right,
well,
do we have
we've
any
got
other voicemails?
We've got another voicemail. One more. It's labeled as super special message for Demumkey and Digi Show.
Oh, this one looks pretty long.
Yeah, well, we don't have to listen to the whole thing, but let's hit go now.
Listen, you fucking spurgs. Sucking dick is not gay, okay? Sucking feminine dick is not gay. Everyone
agree.
fucking knows all the fucking neurological homoerogenous studies. Anyone knows anything knows all these fucking studies that prove fucking...
He's pretty much
they fucking
giving my
prove that
argument.
Sucking feminine dick is nothing but purely heterosexual.
Did you
Everyone
listen
fucking
to
knows
this
it,
before the
okay?
show and just steal
Listen.
this guy's argument, Monkey?
No, I really didn't.
I'm
What
gonna
the?
teach
What's
you
he
some
doing?
real fucking history right now, okay? Not all that cuck school, fucking feminist, Marxist, revisionist bullshit you've been taught your whole fucking life. I'm gonna fucking tell you some real fucking shit right now, okay?
Get to the
Anyone
point,
who's,
then.
even though anyone who's over 50 already fucking knows this.
This is
Monkey,
5
ask your
minutes
fucking
long.
Grandma.
Anybody
Okay,
who's
listen,
over 50,
everyone who knows anything
they should all be
knows that by the
dead
time
by my
Jesus was
system.
born, the fucking Roman Empire had outed women for traps, fucking
What?
Decades before.
I have no idea what he's
Jesus
talking
was
All right,
born,
that's enough of that.
okay?
I don't know what the fuck he's
Listen.
talking
Okay,
about anymore.
but it sounds like he agrees with my argument from today.
It
so like,
does sound like that. It's kind of amazing that he somehow, like, we didn't even talk about this on the last show at all. We never mentioned sucking feminine penis on the previous show.
No.
I think he was trying to say that Jesus wasn't gay, though. I think that's what his argument was. It was unclear. He brought up Jesus, but I wasn't sure why.
Well, I mean, if we redid the Jesus debate, I think I could prove using the scripture that Jesus did touch balls with another guy.
Honestly, after last week, I'm willing to believe it.
Yeah.
I've really been red-pilled on Jesus. Like, a lot of what I thought I knew turned out to be untrue. So, you know.
Is that it for voicemails this week?
That's it for voicemails. Thanks for sending in these voicemails, guys. Please send in more.
Except for that second guy. Don't send any more.
Yeah, maybe don't make them 5.5 minutes long.
Yeah, let's get to a point.
Tighten it up, man.
Yeah.
Tighten it up. You know, figure out what you're gonna say before you make the call, and then say it. Yeah. Might help. That's it. Monkey,
Hey,
anything
we
else
did
you
it.
wanted to?
Another
anything else
big,
you want to say?
a big week of debates. I can't wait for everybody to realize, like the show was funny the first time, but the second time, I'm not so into it.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Like, even our own friends in the PCP, like, half of them said I couldn't even finish it. It was so shit.
And the other half said it was great.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
you
now,
know,
now
you
I know
guys,
who my real friends are.
you guys can go into the straw poll and vote which half of the PCP was right. The half that said the show was great or the half that said it was unwatchable garbage.
Sure, okay.
We won't reveal who was who because that'll just bias the votes.
Yeah, that's true. We'll reveal it next week.
Yeah.
Which PCP members are traitors and which ones have good taste.
All right. See you around, everybody.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Be sure to suggest in the comments what debates we should do next.
Oh, yeah. We forgot to say that on the last episode. And I'll bring up that after we recorded the episode, I said, oh, shit, we forgot to tell people to suggest us stuff to debate. And you said, no, I covered that. And I went, okay. And then I listened back to the episode.
I still think I did.
That. You never did. You just
But-
drunkenly believed you did.
Luckily, there were so many topics trending on Twitter this week, like Harambe and Ivanka Trump tit job,
Yeah.
that Twitter just did our job for us and told us what to do.
Thank God.
All right, folks, we'll see you next week. It's been fun.
Yeah, bye.
Monkey Jones is gonna break your bones. He knows what he's talking about. He got stats, you know. A homegrown stone cold balls out killer and a no doubt thriller living in the back of a distillery.
DGB going green, thinking about life and shit. He's got a big dick, plenty on his mind to spit. So don't doubt his legitimacy. When you see his post, don't think we share and retweet.